Hey, I'm Emily and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a fun little Halloween slash fall themed project with my Cricut, of course. So I bought some acrylic blanks from one of my favorite crafting vinyl websites, which is 143 Vinyl. I will link that in the description below. I do have an affiliate link with them. They have a ton of different acrylic blanks in all sorts of shapes and for different holidays and stuff like that. So I picked out a few that I wanted to make. So I'm going to be doing candy corn, pumpkin, a ghost, and also I'm going to be making a pumpkin spice latte. So I have 4 different ones that I will be making. What's really great about their acrylic blanks is that they have the templates available for download for free for every single one of the blanks. So like for instance with the candy corn, I just download the template and it already gives me like the dimensions and like the template that I need to then cut the vinyl with my Cricut in the exact size and shape that I need for the candy corn, and same with all the other blanks. So it's really nice. Let's get started. Okay, so like I said before, the website that I got the templates from, 143 Vinyl, it was already pre-made. So the only thing I did was change the colors, and I added eyes to the ghost and also added the sleeve with the pumpkin and the heart on it on the cup. But everything else was already there and I didn't have to do anything. So when I go up and hit make, you could see that it separated everything onto different mats based on the color. So what I'm going to do next is just rearrange all the different colors into different spots on the mat, which then corresponds with the actual vinyl that I'm going to be cutting out and placing on the mat. And then for material, I'm using vinyl with default pressure. So now I'm going to cut all of my colors according to how large I need them to be. It's nice that the vinyl that I use have grids on them already. The Starcraft vinyl has regular 1-inch grids that corresponds to the grid on the Cricut mat. And Oracal also has grids, but it's a little bit smaller. So it's 3 boxes for every 1 big box. So 3 of their small boxes is 1 inch. So that one I do have to count out. And then once all the colors are cut, I'm just going to place them on the mat and arrange them how I had them in Design Space. And then I'm using my brayer tool to make sure that everything is nicely placed down on the mat with no wrinkles or bubbles. And then it's time for my Cricut to cut. So I'm going to insert my mat and begin cutting. And I'm literally just doing this with every single piece of vinyl. And then as always, I'm flipping the mat upside down and removing the vinyl that way. First up, we have candy corn. I'm gonna take my weeding tool and start trying to get the backing off of the acrylic blank. So for this one, I'm just peeling off one side and leaving the other one on. I'm gonna take that off later. And then once I get my images separated, I'm going to weed everything. So this one requires the white, yellow, and orange candy corn colors. And they're all weeded, so I'm gonna take a piece of transfer tape and start with the white color. And using my scraper tool, I'm going to scrape both sides and then remove the backing. So I'm placing that one on first, and then again, using my scraper tool, I'm scraping it onto the blank. And then I'm repeating the process with the orange and the yellow. And now that the vinyl is applied, I'm going to flip it over and remove the backing that I had left on before. And then the next step, I have to apply the key ring. But then once that's applied, this one is all done. Next one I'm making is the pumpkin. So I have to, again, weed every part of the design, which is just the pumpkin color and the stem. So then I realized that I wanted the keychain to not look like it has layers of vinyl. So for the pumpkin, I actually took off both of the backing layers, and then I applied the stem first. And then once the stem was on, I flipped the blank upside down to place the vinyl on top of that. But I found it so much easier to like gauge where I needed to place the vinyl. It makes it so much easier to see because the acrylic is see-through, so I could actually see where I'm placing everything. So then once that's on, I flip it back and I am scraping it with my scraper tool and removing the vinyl. I wanted it to look like there wasn't like just layers and layers of vinyl on the outside. So the process that I'm doing now is I'm starting with like the outermost layer. I'm putting that on first and then layering it all after that. So for the ghost, I'm gonna do the same thing where I'm removing both of the backings. So now I'm placing the eyes on first, and then I'm placing the body of the ghost directly on top of that. So then when I take off the transfer tape and I flip it around, the ghost, he looks so cute. I can't. I love him. I think he's my favorite. Yeah, and then I'm just smoothing out the vinyl right around where his eyes are. It got kind of like bubbly, so I was just smoothing that out. And then after I apply the key ring, he's all done. Okay, and then the last one is the pumpkin spice latte. So again, I'm removing both sides of the backing. And then what I'm starting with is the pumpkin and the heart. So I'm going to be placing the pumpkin and the heart on the same piece of transfer tape and apply that to the acrylic. The next section I'm placing on top of that is the coffee cup sleeve. And then the last part is just the white body of the latte. And again, like I'm just flipping the acrylic upside down and placing it on top of the vinyl I have on the transfer tape so I can see what I'm doing. And then flipping that over, scraping it. And putting on the keyring. And after I put the keyring on, this is what it looks like. And this is what all of them look like. They are actually all available for purchase on my Etsy shop, which is linked in the description below. Or you could just go to Etsy and search DIY with M with 2 M's. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more of my content, just subscribe to my channel so we can be friends, and you will get notified whenever I post a new video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!